Once you are ready to practice with your knife, celery is a good vegetable to start with, as it's soft, inexpensive, and you'll have lots of length to work with. This is the sweet spot of the blade, where you'll do all of the cutting when using the rolling technique. When using the correct part of the knife, you'll see that the food sticks to the blade in the sweet spot. To begin, position your guide hand. Place the knife against your middle knuckle with your fingertips fully tucked under. Do the following exercises in slow, concentrated motions. First, focus on sliding through the food in a forward rolling motion, not up and down. Now focus on the feeling of the blade against your middle finger's lower knuckle. Next, make sure you're pinching the food between your thumb and little finger while anchoring it to the board. Then slide your 3 middle fingers back as you cut. When they reach your thumb and little finger, stop and reposition your guide hand, then resume cutting. Throughout these exercises, your eyes should be focused on what happens between the knife and your guide hand, and not what is happening with the cuts on the other side of the blade. This will force you to focus on the rhythm and the safety of your guide hand. Remember, it's not about speed, it's about consistency and safety, and never exposing your fingertips. With regular practice, this will one day become so natural you won't even think about it. Dried beans, peas, and lentils, otherwise known as legumes or pulses, are the seeds of mature, fresh beans that have been dried. One of the oldest cultivated crops, dried beans are an excellent source of protein, dietary fiber, and complex carbohydrates. Legumes are a vital staple in many cuisines around the world. Some common varieties include chickpeas, black-eyed peas, romano, and cannellini beans. Split peas and lentils are also very popular. There are also beans such as mung, soybeans, pigeon peas, and even ones with unique names such as butterscotch calypso and adzuki. Basically, the world of dried beans is far from boring and nearly endless. Regardless of which you choose, incorporating these highly nutritious and versatile beans into your regular diet is an easy and inexpensive way to expand your cooking repertoire. The most important thing that you will learn in this lesson is that you do not need a recipe to cook dried beans. Once you learn how to bring them to an edible state, you will be able to incorporate them into an endless number of dishes. They can be transformed into a hearty and luscious soup, or they can simply be added for texture and flavor. Beans also make great salads, sides, and can also be pureed to make delicious dips. Make sure to inspect the package and look for firm, clean, whole beans. There should be a minimal amount of beans that are cracked, broken, or discolored. Also, make sure the bag doesn't have any holes. The color of the beans should be bright, and in many cases, the outside should be shiny, as older beans dull with age. Since there is usually no best before date on packages of beans, make sure to purchase them from a store with high turnover. Dried beans are best stored in a cool, dry, and dark place in a well-sealed bag or in an airtight container. Keep in mind that the longer beans are stored, the drier they will become, and will therefore require longer cooking times. While they can be stored almost indefinitely, they tend to lose flavor and can become stale over time. Any leftover cooked beans can be stored in the refrigerator for 4 to 5 days, or frozen up to 6 months.